Hello? Half the time I can't tell when the stream's going or not. Hello? Yeah, I'm gonna pretend that the stream's going now. I'm on. Hello. Today is the second day after patch day. For those who aren't Final Fantasy XIV players. Oh, I forgot about the flowers. Patch day is essentially the day where the new stuff happens. Like new story content, new raid content, all that sort of stuff. And that was yesterday. I've already done all the new story content. Yes, I've done the new raid, a new trial, and the new dungeon, and all of MSQ yesterday. Because I wanted my life to be easier. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's people screaming outside because I live near a school. How fun. Anyway. Yes, I would like some bear fat. Give me. There's a reason for this. I want to make some ornaments, not ornaments, the new earrings. And that is the entire purpose of why I made those flowers, was so I could make the, the new earrings. This is my free company house that I'm part of. It's okay, I have permission to plant flowers here. I promise. I mean, one of the sets of flowers is in my private chamber, so yes, I should be allowed to put that in my own private chambers, but it's not like these moth orchids are just for me. I'll be making earrings for my friends. Ugh. Hello. There they are. Clipping through the camera through the walls. Yeah, my private chambers are like a library archives for the free company. I just thought it would be neat, you know? Anyway. I should switch to Alchemist because Alchemist is what I need to be to make the earrings. They also reorganized all the different categories because story used to be up here above by collectibles along with others. Ishgard used to be all the way on the bottom. Let's see here. I would like to make one purple. There's literally no reason for me to make these HQ besides the fact that I like to. Like, there is literally no reason to because these are going to be in the glamour chest. My amour. So there's no purpose or point to making them HQ, but which is why I always think it's funny that people fight over whether or not they're HQ or not. But what do I know? I'm gonna be doing this and I'm gonna go and do the hatching tide stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna make one of the green ones, just a regular one. Because the green and the purple are literally just for me, while another green one and red one are for some friends. They don't know about this. They haven't been on for like almost a week, but gifts. I like giving my friends in-game gifts because I'm poor IRL. It sucks. Oops, I forgot to repair. I got too distracted by my own foolish narrative. Okay. Anyway. wow, it didn't complete in one move? That's so weird. I'm just being dumb. But, so... I had a whole, like, list of things I was thinking about talking about today, and I just totally blanked out on every single one of them. This is why you write down things, kids. If you know you're gonna forget, you should write it down. Oh right, one of the things I was gonna talk about is food. Like what my dumb favorite comfort foods are, which is spicy things. My favorite one that I like to talk about is mac and cheese that I literally only discovered existed in the past, like, I don't know, past 3 months? Yeah, 3 months. That sounds about right. And it's literally, it's a Cheeto brand mac and cheese, so y'all know it's gonna be weird, but it's literally the spicy Cheeto brand as mac and cheese, and for some dumb reason, I really, really like it. And the other day, I can already feel like someone being horrified by this. The other day, they had a sale on this spicy mac and cheese, and it was, the sale was 10 for $10, and I got 10. I got 10. That's all I've got to say. I've got 10. Because I have problems, okay? Let me live, guys. I have one more I need to send. Where art thou? Oh, of course they sold. I changed my mind, I'm giving these to my girlfriend. I'm just gonna send to her. She knows. She knows. Actually, no, I'm gonna send something else too. Judging me? Too bad. I don't care. Anyway. I love my girlfriend, okay? She's the best. And that's just all there is to it. That's it. My girlfriend's the best, and that's all that I've got to say on that. I'm gonna put more dye up. I have a dye problem. This isn't a joke either. I literally have a dye problem. This is like the fastest way for me to make money. Anyway, okay, so the actual goal for today is to do the Hatch and Tide event, which I haven't done for this year at all. So, what is my lowest class? It is my Gladiator. Not even... If I'm gonna do this, I might as well get some freaking EXP out of it, you know? Taking its sweet time loading. Probably because there's like a crap ton of people there all going to do the event because they all did the new patch stuff yesterday, which is essentially what I did. Ethernet, Workers Guild. Here's hoping that I actually picked the right place, and I'm not just dumb. Also, the reason all my tanks are like so low is that tanking scares me. That isn't a joke, by the way. I am terrified of tanking. I can't tell you why, because I don't know why. It just feels like a lot of responsibility. And I know everyone just says, but you do healing sometimes as white mage. And it's like, yes, I know. That's why I don't understand why I find tanking such a big thing. But not healing. I don't... What the fuck? I'm okay. I'm okay. Are we gonna get rabbit costumes too, or is it just the chicken? There's the chicken person already here. I saw someone wearing this outfit yesterday while I was doing the patch day stuff. Collecting eggs. Oh, that's why. If we're going to go for a chicken, that's where... That's why. I wonder if it doesn't look like we're going to be getting a lot of quests for this one. Looks like it's a one quest only. Usually, the events, like holiday events like this, are usually like either really long or they have like 1 or 2 quests attached to them. Looks like this is one or two this year, which is understandable. COVID. Most people are probably just happy they did it at all, considering they didn't do the All Saints Wake last year at all. They had a mansion, but that was it. A lot of people were very upset about that. I was just glad that they had the Haunted Mansion at all. And being able to be some of the characters. I took some fun photos. Oh, here we go. The chicken squad. The foul enforcers. I will stop. Exasperating. I'm not gonna read this out because I know I'll lose my voice if I read this shit out. But if you want to know, my character's name is pronounced Kiran. Also, yes, I have actually changed what my character looks like from 2 weeks ago. Because 2 weeks ago she had short green and white hair, and now I have long black and pink hair. Don't question it. I just decided to change my entire character aesthetic. It's fine. I'm trying to... I've already read all this stuff really fast, but I found that I read things so fast that other people take much longer to read. So I'm trying to be considerate and leave it up for as long as I can before I get impatient. Gross. Are you telling me that your costume is covered in poop? In chicken poop? That's disgusting. Why would you walk around like that? Like, it'd be one thing if it was like your farm clothes, because you can get that off easier, but an entire, like, what's essentially a fursuit? Ah. They've come to do battle. The holiday events are so silly. What do you want me to do with this stupid chicken? It's just a chicken! You're such... I've literally killed gods, but you want me to take care of this little baby chicken? Fine. Fine. Come here, buddy. Walk. Over the fan speed, and I'll give you the eggs you need. Is very, either it's very, very serious and will bring you to tears, or it will bring you to tears of laughter instead, because it's just... Oh god. Oh, oops, I skipped that too fast, sorry. I read like the first sentence was like, oh yeah, I get the gist of what you're saying, skip. It's a problem. I have to do this on my alts. At least it's just one quest. That's a Lalafell, by the way. Nonota. But Nonota is... I'm probably not pronouncing that name right, but they're a Lalafell. Yeah, same. Shrug and move on, I guess. Maybe I'll finally do some of the Hildebrand quests. I'm still on the level 51s. I can already hear people going, what? Mostly my friends, because they're just, they think I should be done with it by now, but I keep getting distracted by story stuff. Or leveling up all of my classes. Why are you looking at me? What? Oh no! They're gonna sacrifice me to the chickens. No! I don't want to be a chicken sacrifice. I kill gods. I'm not a poultry sacrifice. I'm kind of in disbelief. Do I have to... Yeah. I'm not gonna wear it. You're not gonna make me wear it. Holy shit. Oh, I got here too late. What is going on? I probably don't want to go in there right now. Like, armory chest is a terrible mess right now. Don't worry about it. I can't look. I need to have the hat on, or else I won't be able to take this seriously at all. Hello, sir, other chicken. When do we... I'm gonna be sitting here waiting for a while, aren't I? Anyway. I've actually got some snacks here, like I always do. It's always popcorn, but this time I have a new flavoring for my popcorn. And y'all are gonna see a trend. It is the spicy Cheeto popcorn. Yes, I know. I have a thing for spicy, for the spicy stuff. NPC. This is so ridiculous. I'm assuming this pops every 5 to 10 minutes, otherwise a lot of people would be very upset. Also, that's usually how long it takes for these things to pop. Oh, they've got a green minion. I'm still that's another thing I need to do, is collect more of the minions, but some of the minions are just so hard to get. It's really the Shadowbringer dungeon ones, because those ones hardly ever drop. And I've noticed whenever they do drop, it's usually, everyone is like, I have never seen that minion before in my life. Like, I did Hero's Gauntlet a couple days ago, and the minion for that dungeon dropped, and I was like, I've seen it, but I didn't, and I kind of put together it was for this one, but I've never seen it drop. Like, I've only ever seen people have it. So obviously I rolled for it, but I think the tank got it? I don't remember. It's either tank or healer, I remember. Already? That was fast. I'm not gonna go back. I'm gonna chill here in my chicken costume. But, what's everyone's opinions of ginger ale? 'Cause I like ginger ale. Because I just do. I know some people associate it with like being sick because of the soda that their parents would give them while they were growing up while they were sick. But that was not me. That was Sprite for my family. So I guess I just did not have that. I don't have that association. You're falling off like a fool. This looks so silly. Oh boy. But, you know what I also like talking about? Besides, like, favorite foods and junk? It is... frickin' theme parks! That was a joke cough, by the way. I really like I just had like theme parks and being able to like walk around in those environments. It's probably part of the reason why I like VR. I think VR is really cool because it's like being in a different environment that you aren't really usually in, unless you work there, of course. But hello there, chicken people. Get in your chicken costumes. But I get why they're not in their costumes, because like, why be in this costume? But I'm pretty sure it's required for everyone involved to be in the Fate, because they have ways to like block levels. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had ways to block your like ability to interact with stuff. Unless you're wearing certain items. Anyway, but yeah, I really like theme parks, and unfortunately in the US, most of the theme parks are either really weird themes, closed, or they're either Disney or Universal owned. Like, yeah, there's Busch Gardens, but that's not like the type of theme park that I am really interested in. Like, that's cool to go to and visit sometimes, but if I want to go see animals, I'll just go to a zoo, I guess. I don't really want to go to a theme park to see animals. You get my You get what I mean? Yes, level sync me, nerd. I'm gonna get hit. Ah, no! Oh no, I'm not gonna get that one. Ugh. Oh, I think we have to do it behind them. Yeah. You can't let them see you. Oh jeez. Anyway. So, there's actually a plan to go to a theme park next year in 2022 because going in 2021 is like a stupid idea. Like, it is not the time to do that. You get what I mean? Oh my god. It saw someone. Oh god. I don't want to deal with... But, there's sort of a theme park where I live, but it's like not a real theme park where they have rides and stuff. The closest... Oh, no. The closest they've got is like... not attractions, but like... arrow lessons? Archery lessons. Arrow lessons. The heck? Like, oh, no. It's, okay. I'm just gonna be straight up. The park I'm talking about is a place called Evermore. It's recently-ish opening. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Yeah, I got double hit by that. Sucks to suck. Oh, there we go. Oh god. But I actually haven't been to it. My parents have, because they helped kickstart it, so they have like, they've actually been to it and everything during Halloween. I think like 2019, I believe. I'm not 100% on that. I would like to go and like record some like video stuff out there with my friends, because I think that would be fun. But that's just like something I would like to do, because I also was thinking about doing that with the local amusement park, which is called Lagoon. It's over 100 years old, and it's been around for a while. Problem with that one is that there are plenty of rides there that I just can't ride anymore. Like, there was one that I really liked called the Samurai that would like spin you around and you go upside down and all this other cool stuff, but I can't ride it anymore because I'm stupidly tall, and because of how tall I am, I genuinely can't go because it jabs up into my collarbone. And it feels like my collarbone's gonna break, and it's very uncomfortable for both my collarbone and my shoulders, and just... It's not made for people who are taller than 6 foot. Which I have been taller than 6 foot since I was like 19. No, actually, it's probably closer to 17. Actually, I've been very tall for a very long time, and it's just, oh my god, there goes my Snow White dye. What the hell? Okay, I'm waiting for the thing to finish. There. But, ah, my knee. There's a lot of rides there, I just can't ride anymore. Because they have shoulder restraints, and those restraints are not, they're not made for people who have long torsos. So, that leaves me in a very bad pickle. I just skipped too much of that dialogue, I'm very sorry. I wasn't really thinking about it. But, it sucks, especially because there's some rides there that I'm like super fond of, and basically being able to not ride them sucks. It's also part of the reason why I haven't really been eager to go to Lagoon in like a very long time, because not being able to ride the rides you used to sucks a lot. Oh. There's actually a problem at a theme park too, at Universal, back when before they got rid of dueling dragons. I've seen the 7th Hell and it was full of chickens. Yes. Anyway, and I couldn't ride it because, again, well, I could ride it, but it hurt my shoulders. Again, because I'm too tall. Like, it really sucks. Yeah, you need to go wash, girl. Guy. My friend. Pal. Buddy. I don't know. I forget. I haven't seen you in like a year. Let me live. Here are the gifts I mentioned. I put together 3 different sets, but you can hand out whichever seems appropriate. Yeah. Who do I get to throw presents on? Cleaning the filth from my costume. Once you finish the presents, you can report directly to Jahile? One day. Anyway. But, like, for the completion of our part in the decorations. Are you an actual character, or are you just a random NPC that happens to be wearing a rabbit costume? Hello, sir. Rabbit and chicken stuffed toys. The painted eggs with opulent archon eggs. This one! The chickens fill me with fear because of the fate, but... but young children do that. I feel like you're an actual character based on the fact that you have like a staff. Protective chicken. Anyway. Am I passing out to all the different groups, or just... Oh, I just kind of picked one at random. You mentioned Ul'dah, so you get to have these... Oh, I know you little butts are. You guys are the freaking bartenders. Ha. Ha 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 ha. I'm dumb. This one seems docile enough. So far, she's been content to follow me around. So I put the finishing touches on my adornments. Is it my costume, I wonder? Who knows? A gift from me? I feel somewhat guilty accepting a reward for an activity I so thoroughly enjoyed. But if you insist, eat. Here. Are these the eggs they fill with treats? That would explain the delicious aroma. Just what I need after a hard day's work in the planting fields. Wait, Nanota. Is that the name of the guildmaster for Bonnie? I'm dumb. There's so many NPCs I forget their names. Let me live, please. Yeah, come here. Yeah, back to what I was talking about earlier about theme parks. Ha ha ha, you're all cursed with my knowledge. So, fun fact that is, I have no idea if this is well known in general with most people because who knows. The Islands of Adventure Park in Universal in Orlando Universal. Universal Orlando? Who cares? Same combination. It's basically the main reason that we didn't get Beastly Kingdom in the Animal Kingdom, which I will explain what that is after I finish this tangent, because of the Lost Continents section in Islands of Adventure. Originally, the Islands of Adventure area had the, like, I'm not sure how to explain it, Mediterranean type, like that's the Mediterranean style area that there is right now, and there used to be a more northern European area, specifically like the UK because of Merlin and stuff like that, and both the hippogriff, don't remember the name, it's a hippogriff based ride in the hippogriff roller coaster thing. It's a kiddie ride. It's a kiddie roller coaster, one of those little small ones for young kids. But oh, I finished. Yay! I got like nothing in regards to EXP, but at least it was something. But that one and the original Dueling Dragons ride were both originally rides themed to Merlin, to that Merlin based area. Well, King Arthur technically. I just say Merlin because there was like an actual restaurant there called something Merlin in it. But when Universal made that deal to make the Harry Potter land, they took over that Merlin based area and built Hogsmeade and the Hogwarts Castle, which is why you can no longer find that in Universal. But that area, most specifically the Merlin area, actually killed the Beastly Kingdom area in Animal Kingdom because it was based on like mythology and stuff with dragons and unicorns and stuff. Because the Beastly Kingdom area in Animal Kingdom was originally an area that was going to be based on mythological creatures like dragons and unicorns and Pegasus and Fawn and satyrs and all those things. And that didn't happen because some of the people who were on the Animal Kingdom project got like fired or laid off or something and ended up at Universal. And they really liked the Beastly Kingdom area that they didn't get to make, which in turn meant that the people who were still on the Animal Kingdom project couldn't build it because the person in charge of Disney at the time didn't want Universal claimed they were copying them, even though technically, Universal was copying Disney's Animal Kingdom, because blah 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 reason. It's a bunch of technicals and dumb stuff, but that's primarily the main reason we didn't get Beastly Kingdom. And you should, if you've got the time, there's lots of YouTube videos about the Beastly Kingdom. I would actually suggest Yesterworld as one, because they're a channel I really enjoy watching. I rewatch some of their videos sometimes. I need to go back to my retainers. What am I doing? But yeah, for like that sort of content, retainers. Yesterworld is a good choice. Here's something about. But I'm a very poor player. Let me live. 8315. I have a very specific reason why I do the things I do, and I will never explain. Pricing. Okay. But, so part of the reason, I know there's a lot of controversy around Harry Potter for obvious reasons, because someone's a transphobe. Rolling. What? Like, who wouldn't want to not engage in that content when the original authors that way? Like, if you're a transphobe, don't interact with me, please. I don't like transphobes. Sorry. Not sorry, actually. Screw you. But, I do really like Universal's stuff on it, and it makes it hard for me to not care about any of it. Just because of that. I don't know. The whole situation sucks. But, especially because Universal also, as a company, kind of sucks. Comcast. What? I definitely didn't say anything. Don't be silly. Anyway. But why do people like chickens? I'm so happy, so many chickens. I have no idea who you are, BB, but I hope you're having a good day. Okay. Okay, now that the Hatching Tide stuff's done, I am probably going to do Beast Tribe stuff, because I haven't done my daily Beast Tribe stuff today. Give me 1 second, I need to drink some water because my throat is starting to hurt. Okay, I'm alive. So first things first, I am going to go do crafting, because I would like to get the rest of my crafting classes to 80. That would be nice, you know? Who wouldn't want to have all their crafting classes to 80? So when Endwalker happens, you only have to do 10 levels instead of 90. Oh, it's raining. But theme parks are fun if you don't think too hard about some of the stuff the companies do. Anyway. So I've been to Disney World and Florida. Well, just Florida in general, like, twice. Why do I have to think about that? Yes, I've been there twice. What? I've read these so many times. Please forgive me for skipping through it. just wanted to make sure it was the right one. But, first time I went, I was like 10 years ago, actually, ish. A little more than 10 years ago. And it was my first time Disney World and Universal Florida. It was also around the time like 2 years after Hogsmeade had opened in Islands of Adventure. Cause me and my family think it's a terrible idea to go to some place literally the same. Okay. Yes, you wanted all your dye is gone. Okay. I literally just put some of that dye up. What the hell? But, the first time I went, it was we didn't go to Magic Kingdom the first time. We went to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and of course went to both of the Universal parks. But we did not go to Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom the first time I went to Disney World, because Magic Kingdom at the time was still very similar to Disneyland, and most of us were kind of like meh about that, because we'd been to Disneyland recently-ish, of like 4 years earlier. So you can see why we weren't super like excited about going to Magic Kingdom when we could have entirely new experiences with Hollywood Studios and junk. Also, I did all the research for it. I've always had a weird love for... No, right, this goes ground is up this way. Right here. I've always had a weird love for theme parks, because there's so many cool worlds. I'm like, this would make a cool theme park, but there's not a big enough fandom for it, or community, not enough people who would care to go to a park based on this property, or even just have an area based on it, because it's not big enough. Unless you're in Japan, in which case Japan will do things like Monster Hunter in the Universal parks, or actually Final Fantasy, or like, I'm not even kidding, the Universal theme parks actually have like a Monster Hunter thing they do every year, I think. Maybe not every year, but they have done a few years where they have like huge giant animatronics based off of Monster Hunter enemies. It's actually really cool. I don't even play Monster Hunter, I just think animatronics are cool. Well, but there's also, I'm gonna go stand over here. I don't like the rain. Screw you. I'm gonna choose. A fun fact about the Beast Tribe quests is that these items are the same no matter what class you're doing. So if you really wanted to, you could just do this. Go to your level 80 class and abuse your level 80 class. Yeah, I can. I am a normal human being. I can speak. Oh, that does a lot. I can't do that twice. Screw it, let's try it. It's fine. We're good. But, I was all talking about... I got distracted by crafting. Sorry, I'm having a moment of trying to remember what I was talking about. Oh hey, I'm level 39, nice. One more level. Oh right. Just talking about first time to Disney World and Universal. Uh, so something that's kind of important to remember about going to theme parks is that you need to bring food. Like, back when we first went, they actually had, like, meal deals. I'm not sure if they still do that, or, like, because we weren't able to find that the last time we went, which was back in 2017. Wow, that was 2017. Sorry, that feels like it was, like, last year, but it was, like, 4 years ago. That's kind of sad. Actually, no. Wrong place. I select the wrong place. I wanted to go to Telfeather. But something that's kind of important for me when it comes to the theme parks is, like, again, food, water, and also, like, not spending all your freaking money on things you see in the stores. Because, for one, you don't want to carry that around the park. Like, now they have services where you're like, we can hold it for you up at the front. But back in, like, when I went 10 years ago, they did not have that. They didn't have that. So if you bought anything, you had to carry it with you the entire time, and it was not fun. It's a terrible idea. But, so if, like, you're planning to buy things, plan to buy it near the end of your day. Like, we're planning to leave, not, like, at the start. And even then, don't spend all your money in the parks. That's a bad idea. You need money for other things in life. Like groceries, and rent, and bills. I know it sucks. And it does. But that's just how life is, man. Just gotta live with it. But yeah, like 16-year-old me would have been very annoyed with that advice, regardless of who it came from. Granted, I didn't really have that much money to be spending. Like, back then, my parents gave me like, hey, you get like $50 for both parks to buy something, so like, buy wisely. I don't even recall what I bought. I don't think I actually bought anything. And no, wait. I probably did buy something. It was probably something with Stitch. The reason I probably can't tell you what it was is because I have so many Stitch things that at this point they've all blended into one. Like, there's like probably like the only thing that I have that I got from a park that I could be like, yes, I definitely got this from a park, was the very first Stitch plushie I got from a park, and that was back when I was 12. And I still bemoan the fact that I lost my hat that I had back then, because I had this cool Stitch hat that had my name embroidered in it, and I lost it. I was 12. I probably wouldn't have lost it if we had been driving to and from California, because this is when we went to Disneyland and not Disney World. But 12-year-olds are dumb. I'm telling you this as a former 12-year-old who looks back on my own actions and go, wow, I was dumb. Like, don't think you're exempt from being dumb just because you're overall smart. Like, everyone does dumb stuff, especially when they're young. And like, I would probably even say I was dumb when I was 21. Okay? We all on the same page now? Honestly, I'd probably say 24-year-old me was dumb, and that was 2 years ago, okay? But I'm filled with random theme park knowledge. Also, I would love to be able to like interact with the chat, but because I'm streaming straight from the PS4, that's a little bit hard. It sucks. I am hoping to, because I've been messing around with Streamlabs actually. Like, I downloaded it last weekend and I've been messing with it. I'm probably going to try and do a test stream, maybe, on I should summon my Chocobo, so I don't immediately get messed up. Okay. But, I've been messing with Streamlabs and trying to figure out how it works and stuff. And I will be trying to do a potential test stream this Sunday maybe, depending on if I get my headphone splitters. Because I have another pair of headphones. The ones I'm using now are PS4 only. And the other ones I need the jacks for the PC, which I don't have, because they're not on that, because it's not on this headset by default, which sucks. But that will be happening soon. Whoops, messed that up. But I don't know what, I might just stream a Stardew Valley save file I have. Which, I actually re-downloaded Stardew Valley and I was so shocked to see my original save file I had from my other computer on there, because I didn't like transfer that save file over or anything. It just was there. Like, that's super nice, because like every other game that I've had to re-download, I've lost every single one of my save files and I'm still upset about it. Transferring data over sucks. Yeah, actually, this probably isn't... I'm pretty sure I talked about this the last time I did a 14 stream, but I actually lost my PC, my original PC. Granted, it was super old and it was on its way out anyway, but it got stuck in a boot up loop, bought a new PC. It's a really nice PC. And it might be fine with streaming. I think the biggest problem I have right now is trying to get a second display on it, because I want to be able to actually use my drawing tablet, which I haven't been able to use at all since I got this PC, because the other HDMI port on there is disabled, I think. I mean, I could just call the company and be like, hey, yeah, I want to actually use the other HDMI port for another HDMI output. How do I do that? And I know the immediate answer everyone asks is just, why aren't you using the one that's already on the video card? Because that's the one that is attached to my current TV, because I use a TV for my screen. I know, but it's I literally have everything stuffed in a small room that's just for me. I have a fridge in here. I have my PC and all my consoles attached to the same TV. It's a kind of messed setup, but it's what I've got. It's what I'm dealing with, man. I stream while sitting on a beanbag. Let me live. This beanbag is like 2 years old. Not 2 years old. 1 year old this year. It's a good beanbag. I love this beanbag. It's like massive. But Complete. Yay! Let's actually check to see what our reputation is like. Oh, we can... 2 more days and we'll be level 7! Yay! So, just so you're aware, I've bloodsworn all the Stormblood. I am this with Shadowbringers. And this is where I am with Heaven's Ward. Would you like to see a Realm Reborn? Realm Reborn sucks. A Realm Reborn sucks. Cause look at this. Look at this. Do you want to know how many quests I've done with each of these guys? I've done 3, 14, and I'm not sure with the Ixal. I'm pretty sure I've done about the same, but the way they have the reputation for a Realm Reborn sucks. You get 10 reputation points per quest you do. So it takes forever to get them done. I will probably be done with the Endwalker Beast tribes before I finish all the Realm Reborn ones. That is how frustrating it is. Ugh. I just wish that they would like upgrade it just a little bit, like just put it up to 20 and then make it so that you get more with each time they go up, so that by the time you're at the end you have like 50 each, because like just thinking about getting 10 per reputation points for some of the later ranks just makes me want to cry, because like you need to do at least 15 quests to finish a Realm Reborn. The first rank for a Realm Reborn Beast Tribes. 15. You can only do 3 from each Beast Tribe a day. That's like a little over 2 weeks? No, I'm doing my math wrong. 15 divided by 3. I'll do the math later. Actually, it's like a month, isn't it? Yeah, that's like a month. Ugh. That's like a month to do 1 rank up. Ugh. And that's just for like the defaults. I accidentally targeted that player. But it's just genuinely exasperating. Like, please, Square, I am begging. Please. Oh, fun fact. About 2 months ago, I started getting extremely bored in general. Like, I was writing, I was doing all my usual stuff, but I was just like, I need something to do, or else I'm going to go crazy. So I thought, I just decided at random to like paint my nails, because I found some old nail polish I had. It's like, oh, let's paint my nails. Let's just do that. So now I have, every week I do a different set of colors. Last week it was black and blue. This week it is red and orange. A couple weeks ago I did 2 shades of teal. I actually did Chat Noir and Ladybug based nails like 3 weeks ago-ish, which essentially means I made one hand black and green with a little paw pad on my thumb, and the other hand was black and red with little ladybug spots on my thumb. I have pictures, but I don't really know how interested anyone would be in that, so... Oh right, I need to actually hit the button. especially because the paint job is literally done by what is essentially a like newbie, I guess would be the word. Suck this, nerd. Anyway, let's go down. Wait, what does this one do? I actually haven't looked at all the... Oh, okay. I'm gonna test that later. I'm not very great at the close range classes, and it's primarily because as a bard main, like I main a bard, it's hard for me to change the way I play the game a lot. Especially because I also do like casters and healers, and I'm fine with those. But nah. But I'm also trying to level up Dragoon, so maybe I'll do a leveling roulette while I'm here today. Actually, speaking of dungeons and stuff, I'm debating doing the raid. I don't know if I should. Mostly because I was planning to get off at around 5 p.m., which is like an hour from now, and that raid is a long one. Like, that raid takes a while. It's also... there's some jump scares in it. Like, just an FYI for anyone who hasn't done the raid yet. There are some jump scares in it. I'm not gonna get into, like, the details of it besides that. I just figured people should be like made aware of that, because some people that really like gets them, and I don't think they want to die because they got jump scared in the middle of a fight. So yeah, the other stuff's easy though, like the new trials. Not too hard once you know what you're like doing, basically, like what attack does what, and like there's some attacks that target only the tanks, so the tanks have to like be in a V pattern around the main party so that the main party doesn't get hurt. There's ones, there's a lot of little things that you need to be aware. Also, there's these little, like, transporting pods that, like, transport you between, like, teleport you between each stage that you stand on. Don't stay on those when you teleport. You will get re-teleported after a couple of seconds, and then you will die most of the time, because usually when you're teleporting to the other side, it's because that other side's about to be decimated. You will get one-shot kills. That's not even... I'm not joking around. You will get one-shot killed. And the dungeon's, like, self-explanatory. Like, I think the only hiccup I had was during the final boss. And it was mostly with this one skill that did like, that cross thing. Cross AoE on top of you. And I had a moment of, what am I doing with this? I don't know what I'm doing, besides, like, getting it away from the rest of the party, you know? And it's a continuous AoE that you need to, like, as soon as it starts going off, you need to get out of it, or else you will die. I was lucky, and the healer rescued me. But, because I think they realized I didn't know what to do. But, because there's already people yesterday who'd already done everything. Like, the stuff literally came out yesterday. Like, there's already people who had done the raid at noon. Yesterday, noon, aka like maybe 6 hours after it came out, after the patch was done and it'd been available to download. Noon! That's insane. Some of y'all are terrifying. And now I actually need to find out what, because we get a new coin, this one right here. And I need to go find out what you can trade for it at Ilmore, because I haven't actually checked that. I think I will do that next. Yes, I'm aware I still have 3 more beast tribes, but I was actually thinking about trying to get Fisher up to 70, because last I checked, unless I'm a complete and utter fool, you can do the Qatari with the Fisher. Unless I'm a complete and utter fool, in which case, feel free to let me know, because I've been under the assumption that you can level up all of your gathering classes with the Qatari and not just botanist and miner. But if that's not the case, then I will just sit in a corner crying to my hands for like 20 minutes and then move on with my life. Whee! Okay, I gotta figure out which one it is. There's already people running around in chicken costumes. I am not surprised by this, considering the amount of people that run around in metallic yellow chocobo costumes. Ha. Wait, is it for this? No. Is it this one? Hello, here we go. Oh my god, you need one of each? Oh no. Okay, this was not they definitely changed this with the update, because you used to be able to get these with just a puppet's coin. You didn't need both of these for it. Oh, they made it harder for people to get the augmented Crystarium gear. I get why, but at the same time, that sucks. Oh, I wanted to get the Cryptoverse top. Well, at least I know what that's for now. And how to get it. Wait, what the hell are these? What? Sir, what the hell? Okay, I don't know what that's about. I will look up what that's for later, and I will probably put it on my Twitter, because I don't know what that's for. I don't know what that was. I just had a moment of like, what? Because I'm gonna check to see him. Ah, of course. Why am I not surprised? I'm going to continue being 450 though, because again, people are doing that thing where they sell stacks of 99. That actually does not work very well, friends. Yeah, fun fact, you're gonna sell more dye, especially in black and white, if you do it in stacks of 5. This isn't me just like pulling stuff out of my butt. This is like a genuine, hey, yeah, you're gonna make more money and faster if you sell in sets of 5. I've said this before, and I will say it again. Selling in stacks of 99 is not gonna get you what you want. Oh. Almost there. I'm almost out of all my dyes. That's fine. Okay. Let's go to Doma. To the Doman Enclave. So fun fact, I actually haven't finished the Doman Enclave, primarily because I actually only finished Stormblood last November, September. somewhere in there, because before that, I actually hadn't played the game for like a good chunk of time. I actually got back into the game because of Shadowbringers. And it's a mess. Like, take my... I don't want these. Take them. I'm gonna sort. And I'm gonna return to Gridania. Okay. Like, there's a lot of stuff, like, pre-Shadowbringers I haven't done yet. Like the Hildebrand quests. I haven't done those at all. Well, mostly. I have been working on the level 50 ones, but I have not gone past the level 50 Hildebrand quests. Which are ridiculous, by the way. For anyone who hasn't done the Hildebrand quests, they're just so silly and so dumb. I need some water. Give me a second. I also haven't finished all the Omega quests because no one's doing the Omega stuff. Like you'll find plenty of people who do like the Alexander stuff all the time, but if you want people like for Omega, you basically have to rely on your friends, and I don't wanna. There we go. Alright, I've actually changed my mind. At the start of the stream, I was like, I'm going to just make these for myself. I'm actually gonna make the red moth. What? I hit the wrong button. Oh well, that's me. That was me. I messed up. Aren't I amazing? Ugh. But, I'm gonna make these. Because these are actually earrings. Just so anyone who hasn't seen these yet is aware, they're earrings, like the last set were. It's actually kind of annoying in a way, because I was kind of hoping for like maybe rings, flower rings, or even I'm actually gonna update. Yes, I see that. There. Anyway. Anyway. Why? I just realized I'm putting these up to 420. Everyone join up for the dumb jokes. Dumb joke central. Welcome. Place that in armory chest. Okay, let's switch to Fisher and actually work on Fisher now. Actually, let's check and see what is in my inventory. Yeah, actually, I just had a brilliant idea. We're gonna go to the Firmament anyway. So there's actually... I actually have all my custom deliveries available right now. So while I am in the Firmament, I can do my custom deliveries there. And maybe I can get my goldsmith to 80 on stream. That'd be neat. I don't know if that'll actually happen, but it would be neat. There we go. Oh, there's actually more people here than I thought. Hi, everyone. I haven't been in here since the patch, so I don't think there's anything new besides another custom delivery thing, I think. I'm not sure. I think that there's some custom delivery stuff now with Francil from what I read of the patch notes. I'm not sure, though. Oh, whoa, okay, hello. I wasn't expecting that, hello. Oh, it's nice. There's not grade 5 stuff, is there? I will actually cry if they decide to add grade 5 stuff, because I just barely started collecting the grade 4 stuff. Skyrise Celebration. And some Fetes? Fetes? Oh. Do I have to be level 80? Hello. Commencing in 31 minutes. I guess the Fetes might be their way of dealing with people leveling up, I guess, maybe? Because, God, there is definitely a lot of people here right now. Just by the lag frame rate drop on my end, so I don't know if it was on your guys' end. What? Custom crafting tools. Okay. Wait, how many of yellow do I have? Oh, I'm fine. Crafting! I'll go talk to Francil after I finish this. Now hear this. PF up for Fetes. Do you need to be in parties? I have no idea. So I'm going to do this as a chef. Cause I feel like doing it as a chef. Cause it's one of those things. Oh ho ho, you can. There are definitely more. I should do that next. Go unlock that first. Because if I can level that up while also getting some EXP for Goldsmith, that'd be nice. I like maxing this out when I can, which is why I always use my level 80 class for it. Oh, it's a drippy! I want one so bad. That minion's so cute. That's a Matoya's Relic minion. You can only get in Matoya's Relic. And I have never seen it drop. And now this is the like 4th one I've seen, which makes me think that the drop rate isn't a very good drop rate. Isn't very high. Is she talking? Crafting is really boring. I'm very sorry. It's literally just a lot of button pressing. I'm praying you don't screw up the durability. I'll look around some more, see where all the decorations are everywhere. So, I don't... You know what's way worse pain than, like, leveling up crafters? Leveling up the rest of the classes. Literally every other class is a pain to level up, because, I mean, with gathering and crafting, all you have to do is, like, craft a lot and you'll be fine. But, like, Fates don't give out a lot of EXP. Neither does Lev quests. Like, in comparison to, like, other things. And you can only do the leveling roulette once a day, which means you don't get that bonus any other time of the day, which kind of sucks. It'd be nice if it was like a double. Like, hey, you did this with this class, we will now let you do this with one other class of a different type, maybe. I don't know. Like, oh hey, you already did this with Dragoon. Well, now we will let you do it one more time with, I don't know, Black Mage or something. Repair. And we'll be almost done in a couple of seconds. What the heck is a fit? I did not read anything about the Firmament updates, so I don't know what. Besides that, there's a couple the Francel things. Francel. I can pronounce things properly, I promise. Yeah. Customer is always right. 2. Ah, darn. I'm almost level 80. That cutscene always plays when you finish delivering 6 items to someone. Whee. Oh god, the lag spike up here, because there's probably people just sitting around. That's someone I know. Don't worry about it. 37. Come on. There we go. Almost out of my super black die, finally. I say finally, I've actually been, like, purposely getting more and more of it so I can sell it, but by getting more, I mean, like, actually personally making it. I don't buy it from other people. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there are people who actually go and buy their competitors' die and then resell that die as their own. Oh. Where is this? Up here? Let's go to the western. Where is the... There's the shard. So I guess I technically haven't done all the new story, air quote stuff, because I haven't done the new Firmament story stuff that they introduced this patch, but hello, sir. Do I know you? I don't actually recognize him at all. I genuinely don't remember who this is. Who's Charlemagne? I'm dumb, please. The consideration. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm trying to remember who you are. I still don't remember who he is. There's so many NPCs, and it's been so long since I was in Heaven's Ward. Like, the last time I was in Heaven's Ward story was back in late 2018, early 2019. It's been a long time. I don't remember. Go inside the doors. I'm wondering what they're gonna do when Endwalker's up for the Firmament, because there's a lot of stuff that's attached to the Firmament that people can earn, but like, what's gonna happen to all those emotes and stuff? Then the clothes and ugh, I'm worried about that. Like, you have pink hair, sir. Sir, your hair is pink, and you have a very obvious mustache that I think anyone would be like, oh, hey. Are the Durandares jerks? I don't remember. I'm actually in the Heavensward story with an alt, so I'm going to be replaying through that. I'll finally remember who you are! Oh, that girl. Rolandberry Field. Sure. You probably won't take no for an answer anyway, because that's part of the quest. It'd be weird if you didn't. The new nest. Boop. I'm still not used to having an Ethernet shard teleportation around here. Like, it's been around since they finished the stages, but still. Quee, quee. Quee. Come back, little chocobo. Come back. No! Is it actually running because we're following it, or is it just running because it's programmed to? Who's the old man? She's like, come on, dude. Come on, old fart. Oh god. Frame rate drop. I'm too close to the people. Run away. I'm assuming I went to the right area. If I didn't, I'm gonna like just stare off into the distance for like 10 seconds and then actually go to the right place. Oh, there's definitely someone right there. We're having a very heartfelt cutscene, but we're gonna like let you know that your die got sold. Oh my goodness. I don't recognize that hairstyle. Is that one that's on Ellison, or am I just dumb? Yikes. Ooh. Eccentric nobleman indulging a whim. Go. Schnack. Yeah, sure, let's go over that. Let's go with that. Loser. ideal teacher. Oh. He's gonna become a tutor. What is that top? Most of the tops the characters wear are ones that you can get in-game, but I don't recognize that one. I'm guessing it's a crafter's top. Things I would really like for them to like get rid of the class restrictions on items in glamour chests. Eh? Primarily because there's this one, the weathered bard top that I really like is bard only. Do I have any of... I'm gonna do that one because I am working on Fisher. Yay! More custom deliveries! Practicing out the corner of my eye, I was like, huh? What's that? Make a delivery. Yeah. I'm aware. Patient necessities. Where can I get this stuff? Oh, is it from over here? It is, isn't it? That's why everyone's over here. I'm going to do this as blacksmith. Custom deliveries, Charlemont. Boop. I'm sorry, I'm doing more crafting. I didn't actually need to do that, I just kind of wanted to. I'm gonna do 2 of these. I'm gonna switch over to goldsmith to see if that pushes me over to 80. Timeout. You get confused, read the note, tells you what to do. Also look for map indicators. I didn't read the flavor text. Oops. Oh my god, yes, I'm aware. Shut up. Proceed. I should go grab some script stuff. Items. Where are some items? What is this for? Tea. Oh wait. No, I will get... Oh, those are yellow. Those are white. I'm so dumb. Not yellow. Ah! I'm gonna get a few of these. People telling us to go to the front. I will in a second. Give me like 5 minutes. Oh, are you joking? Ah, I hate that. I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much, actually. Switch. Let's do this really fast. Come on. I want to go read the flavor text. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, I don't care. Yes! I just leveled up with their thing. Mastering the hand, level 4. Yes, yes! Hello? What? Oh! I got a letter. Well, first let's update my goldsmith stuff with all of the level 80 things. And now let's go back to the front as Fisher. Halt the festival! I'm still eating! Oh boy. Where is... Aha! Stop selling them in stacks of... No. Did I do full... I did a full... I am a fool. Wasn't paying enough attention. Point disposing minions is a good idea. Where's mine? There it is. What even is this? What are we doing? Stand up over here actually because everyone's already heading that direction, so I guess we should go that way too. Oof. Oh wow, the lag. I haven't had this much of a frame rate drop since I played on laptop. Please form an orderly queue for the chaos. I don't know what what's the flavor text. Where's this flavor text at, my friends? Oh my goodness. I'm assuming it's gonna be similar to the actual, like, repair stuff, but... that should exist. It would be nice to level up Fisher, actually. Oh boy. What was the achievements anyway? What was the title? It was definitely on the previous page. Oh, this one's Soul of the Craft. Nice. Putting my thing away. Someone's being a cowboy. Well, I think there's even more people on this side than there was on the other side. Less than 1 minute. That tells me nothing. But okay. Please gather bright ballads pass. Or passage, not pass. I don't know what I'm doing! We look forward to your participation. Everyone gathered in this little spot. What's going on? I'm so confused. There's so many people. Please dismiss your minions, guys. Is that an actual person? Join. Oh, what do I do? Skyrise. There's a friendly team of mascots. Moogles? Oh, one Moogle. Okay. so confused. Oh, it's an emote thing. Oh god. I have no idea what that one is. Oh! I don't remember what it's called. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Seriously, this is confusing. There it is. I probably skimmed right over it, huh? There we go. Where the heck is point? There it is. I didn't get any points for that, because I don't know what I'm... You can't really... Yeah, I didn't get anything for that, so... Blech. What the hell? Seriously, I have no idea what I was doing wrong there. Because it wasn't letting me, like, target them, so... Ah, god, the lag. Lag! I wish there was a way to lessen how big of an area it is. Here? Oh, I think it is. See, I can't... Oh, now it's letting me select them. Okay. This one? So this I can do. It's the other one I was confused about. Transporting. Where are we transporting it to? Oh, there. On the map. This I can actually, I know what I'm doing. The emote one, I was just like, what's happening? It wasn't letting me target anyone. There's mine. There's just a flood of giant Moogles. Oh boy. I might be able to do 4. Maybe. Whee! Okay. Come on. Come on. I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, I only have 4 seconds. I'm not gonna make it. Okay. It'd be neat if I could like get like a 5th one, but I don't think so. Five gang rise up. 420 point. Where are we at? Oh wow. Made it. Woo! We held at Bright Ballads Passage. Okay, so back the way we came. Is that what these are? Weird. Is that what these are? Huh. Oh, someone just is saying Japanese. Only dog stoves. What? Oh my goodness. What in the hell? Oh, I have to go. Oh, okay, okay, now I get it. What's going on? Okay, okay, okay. I'm dumb. Let me live. Okay, we can't. It's immortal. You can never kill that yak. This yak could kill a lot of people. Yeah, probably. Don't remind me of the guy who dances all the time in old piece of his favorite fodder. Just thinking about the NPC commenting on that after everyone was like, this guy could kill a lot of people, you know? Something about that is kind of funny. I don't think... Maybe I'll be able to get one more in. Probably could have gone 6 if I hadn't messed up at the start, trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I'm gonna keep going. And yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get a 7th one, but let's fire it anyway. Dogecoin. Really, guys? Yay! Oh, wait, I got Sky Builders. Oh, yeah, I got 2,000 now. Abacus. Not that far away. Oh, that's a quest right there. I was like, why is there that thing sparkling? We're in the Abacus. Oh, we want to keep going? Here? That's where we need to stop? You know, I remember rebuilding this area. Time to hide the toy. What? What? Well, I'm confused. The blue, red, and green. There's green. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, the wrong present box. No! Oh no! Come on. Perky piggy. Solitary. Oh, Perky's down there. Yay! I'm gonna try this one. This one is definitely more luck-based than the other ones. I'm gonna try this one. Oh boy. It always seems to be the one by the blue. I'm gonna go try. I'm gonna see if it is just the one that's by the blue one that's always. Oh no! The one time where I was like, it's just the blue one, isn't it? Got it. Yeah, this is gonna take a little bit longer just because it is luck-based. Oh no, I'm a little piggy! I'm kinda cute though, like this. It's kinda cute, though. Right, and... Boink. I'm trying to time it just right so I don't accidentally double click while I'm still transformed. Yay, I've got 6! Got it. Maybe. If I transform again, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh, I did! Come on, come on, come on. Sprint! 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 We can make it! Yay! Yeah, I'm gonna chill. I got 8 points. I'm pleased. Ba, 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 ba. Onto the top. Ah! Okay. Here, the 5th and final, the presence of mind. Oh dear. Mystery prizes. I will open those later. Wait, over here? Let us finish on a high note. Distribute according to the mascot's instructions. Okay. Presents for children. Rah! Upon delivering 2 presents. Okay. There's a boy over here. Oh, now, see, okay, I follow, Disney Islanders, and I was wondering what their latest comic about throwing presents at people was about. And like, okay, so now I know. Stonemason over here. Back. You're so stupid. Nothing in the box. Why? Because we're carrying it? Come on, man. A bunch of Starbursts. Be nice if I could get 6 points, please, and thank you. We'll go take this Nish Guardian merchant over here. Someone's like, is Screams an orchestrion? No, probably not, unless it's one of the ambient ones. I mean, there's ambient ones that have like birdsong and rainfall. You can get them from the apartment merchants in the lobby. Which, by the way, there's a lot of things that you can actually get for super cheap from the apartment merchants that people sell for like a ridiculous amount on the market board. Like, to the point that I'm actually surprised that it happens. Like I'm assuming people just don't know. But at the same time, that kind of makes me sad. Run! Run! Oh, I got less than a minute left. So am I doing it the orange ones again? Yeah, I am. Haha! She's the one that's furthest away. See if I can get at least one more. Just one more. Oh, I feel like we're gonna fail this one, guys. The thing's not all the way up. Leaks. Scatters coins about the area. Which one is that one? Let's see if I can get that last one. Oh, come on. I'm not going to. I wasn't close enough and I messed up. Well actually he's right here. I am going to. Woo! Okay. I got 12. Yeah! And there it goes. And it's over with. I'm out, y'all. Bye. I'm kind of sad it doesn't level up the same way the Firmament Fetes when you're like building everything did. Oh well. I can guess with the. Bye. Oh my god, everyone's just exploding. I'm leaving. I'm not doing my stuff in here. Oh god. Ow, ow, ow. Yes, please save me. Oh. Well, I'm going to do some last minute finishing up stuff. Check what that letter is, and then log off. Well, I'll just log off and Twitch stream, because it has been like 2.5 hours now ish, and I don't want to waste all your time with me just playing 14 all evening. That'd be. I mean, I would be honored if people did decide to do that, but it's not something I'm gonna force on people either. Anyway. Okay. Items in the inventory and the market board. Yeah, I can still do 450. Here we go. And we're done there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it be for now. I'm gonna sell some of my flowers because I just have flowers eating up my inventory space. Alright. That's good. Alright. I was gonna do the diadem today, but that stuff happened. So instead I just did that instead. Anyway, it would have just been like last time where I just kind of sat and fished for like 30 minutes. So it is what it is. I just want to see who it's from. Did you really log on just to say you love me? I love you too. I love my girlfriend. Anyway, I'm immortalizing that. I'm immortalizing that. Okay? Okay? Oh, whoops. Love hiccups at the end of the day. As with last time, this is the end of the stream. Hope y'all have a good evening or a good morning, depending on where you are when you see this. When you are, not where. Well, actually both. It could be morning somewhere else while it's night somewhere else. Either way, have a good day. Hope you have a good week as well. because I won't be streaming again until next week, which I will be streaming Neverland in Kingdom Hearts 1. So look forward to that. And also, I adjusted my volume of my mic this stream, so that maybe next time I won't be so quiet. I don't know if that's just because I was tired or what, but either way. Anyway, goodbye. I did it again!